So, I, 25F, have been friends with Sarah, 24F, for 6 years now. She's a really sweet person, kind, honest, but a bit quiet. I've also never saw her show interest in anyone romantically, and I've always found it a bit weird. I eventually stopped thinking about it, and just assumed that she was secretive about her love life. The other day, though, when we're drinking together, she revealed something that changed my perception of her entirely. Sarah has always loved alcohol, but tonight she seemed to drink way more than she does usually. She got to a point where she could barely stand anymore, was slurring her words and mumbling incoherent things, until she managed to articulate, "Are you disgusted with me?" I obviously said no and told her that everything would be fine, that she's safe and all, assuming she was scared of me leaving alone while she's that drunk. She then started talking about how being this drunk reminds her of the time she lost her virginity. I humored the conversation, thought that it would be one of those funny, awkward first-time stories, but God no. She told about how at 15, she met this 28-year-old guy who promised her ketamine for sex. He knew her age, even assumed that she was younger. They ended up meeting up, he got her drunk and high, and they did what they agreed to. She told me about how it hurt bad and how she tried to tell him to slow down, but he didn't. Apparently she bled and puked so much that she ran to shower every fucking second. She described this in every detail. She sucked him off while he filmed it, and then Sarah got so high that she blacked out. The guy didn't stop touching her even at that, though. He even asked for a second round when she regained the ability to speak, and when she refused, he dropped her off someplace she didn't know. Turns out, since then, Sarah's been disgusted with anything romantic. She described kissing as wet, sloppy and gross, and penetration as being beaten up from the inside. If you think that this is TMI, there's way more. She told me how she still feels it in there sometimes, and it makes her want to grab a knife, shove it up there, and cut herself in half. I was just staring at her shocked and honestly grossed out. She didn't notice though, kept going on and told me about how she feels his filthy dick up her throat and has cut her throat from the inside with a knife because of it. I just drove her home, and we parted ways. I didn't talk to her since. She texted me an apology about getting that drunk, but I ignored it. I'm just too grossed out to interact with her. Am I a weirdo for that? How do I tell her this up front?